Want to see something cool? The badass Bill Clark sent me this a couple weeks ago, and after the Sister Fisting Christmas mixer sharing love and light with the Fellowship of the Ring, I hosed it off and figured I'd show it here. This is what happens when tungsten gets prism. Check out this fucking thing. Calling this a light bulb is like saying your mom gets a little damp at the sound of my voice. This is aggressive illumination. Yeah, I know Styro's is bigger, but I'm the one that makes you laugh, and judging by the comments on my FetLife, I don't need to compensate for a goddamn thing.
If any of those were girls, you'd be sad.
Fundamentally, it's no different than an old Christmas tree light, but this gives a great example of the derivative variables in design. Functionally, the difference is that instead of a fraction of a watt with a tree light, this one drops 1,000 watts, but changing just one variable comes with more consequences than waking up on the neighbor's lawn. To change the output, all you have to do is change the filament wire inside. The wattage is just a function of the resistance because ohms is the law. But now that the filament has changed, you want to arrange it differently to get the maximum light output. Between those two, your envelope has to be supersized up to this girthy glass dragon behemoth. Well, that works well because it also gets a lot hotter, so you need to space it further from the glass. The Christmas light only needs a tiny pair of wire leads, but those will melt way before they pass a kilowatt, so we have to size up to these giant solid brass pins. Just by changing one variable, we've had to change everything else to accommodate it.
I know people like that.
It's an important thing to keep in mind when you're at the design stage because lines on the page are still cheap to change. Sometimes those improvements are important, but more often than not, they just kind of sneak in there. This is called scope creep. It's the engineering equivalent to her hot mom flirting with you, and it's killed 10 times more projects than have ever been completed. But if you know about it, you can have that in mind and keep your designs inside the lines to get done on time and on budget. And that's pretty cool.